Okay, so I'm gonna reset because of the music. But it's on now, so the run will be a little bit more entertaining. And here, I'll change the names too. So we're gonna have Vesper. I guess that Bread is gonna be the girl. I see you trolling in the chat. She's sitting behind me, but she's also in the chat. And then we'll give... I also saw Lockwood in here, so he's gonna be... Cat's judging me? Where is he? Oh, he's with you. No wonder he's judging me. So these are gonna be the adjusted names, and then I'll name myself this one. So, there. Okay. We had our first reset of the night. So, that's the end of that.
Wave race!
Alright, now it's real. Now it's for real. So, as I was saying, I want to get max power on every level. It's going to save me a little bit of time.
3, 2, 1.
So I got it, and now I'm in the lead right away. I'm not going to see these guys again until the end of the race, where I'll probably have to dodge them because they're idiots. They're still going to be finishing up lap 2. That's just like what normal mode is. And this is Sunny Beach, so Sunny Beach is the level that Lockwood has been like threatening to steal the world record from for a while now. And he got his first 103.3 tonight, which is pretty crazy. He's only the second player now to get that time, and pretty soon he's going to have a time better than me. He works on it like every day. This is still on pace to be like a 103.5 though, if I can finish off strong. Well, probably not anymore. Maybe still a 103 though.
You're about 12 seconds ahead.
I got 0.8. Oh, I didn't get it, so I got a 104. Not quite as good as I thought it was going to be, but it happens. It's a marathon.
You finished first and move on to the next.
Pretty good though. So level 2 is Sunset Bay. It's the Fanta water level. It also looks like Sunny Delight.
3, 2, 1.
So I'm pretty good on max powers so far, so not bad. I was actually practicing this level not very long ago.
Look,
it's a little bit more complicated on Expert, but you still have to be pretty tight with your controls and with the turn, especially that one. And then this turn after this red buoy here also. That's a really difficult turn.
You're about 8 seconds ahead.
So, as you probably also noticed, I'm not touching the ramps. Those things are slow. Like, I wasn't the first one to figure out that the ramps were slow, but I'm probably the first one that was actually timed it. Hitting a ramp about that size loses you like 1 whole second per lap. It's definitely not worth it. One second in this game is like oftentimes the difference. Oh, and by the way, this is the out of bounds trick. I can reach the finish line quite a bit faster going that way. So a 105 would have been like a legendary time, and that was a 106.0. So that was
and got move on to the next.
So Drake Lake is like my nemesis level. It has no waves, so the RNG is really low and everything. Also.
3, 2, 1.
So again, I'm going to ditch the losers right off the bat, and we're just going to try to hammer out this level, play it safe, but still get a good time. So you won't see like all the super risky strats that you might see in like the world record video, which by the way, Ilu Dude has the world record in this level. And he's had it for a really long time.
Keep the pace.
Alright, so I don't want to really... This turn is really crazy because you have to take it at an optimum angle so that you don't lose very much speed. And then there's a buoy right after the turn that you have to obey, so you have like a very tight angle that you have to hit. And you're very likely also to hit the grass right here on that corner when you're making that turn.
You're about 19.
Okay, so that's a low one, not a high 112, which is decent for RTA, not too bad. Now, 1 whole second in Wave Race is a pretty big time, like Lockwood is explaining. We got $300 from the Coca-Cola Company. Dear Runner, thank you for speedrunning this game during SGDQ replacement stream. I can't read the rest because I have to get max power. I'm sorry, you guys.
3, 2, 1.
So there's this shortcut that I want to take in this level. I'm probably going to skip it on lap 1, though. And I'll try it on lap 2 and 3, which is actually the optimal way to do it. I've timed out because the way that the wave cycle works, you actually want to make it to lap 2 at like max speed or in the shortest amount of time possible. And then just have a good lap 2, and when I get to the part with the opening door, which doesn't open in normal mode, I can probably get under the door. So I'm going to try it. See if it works. Oh yeah, baby. That's gonna work. That's perfect. And according to my theory, if I do my setup by going out of bounds on this lap here, I should also be able to get under that door on lap 3, and this would be a completely optimal Marine Fortress. Oh yeah, baby, that was perfect. Okay. Can't pat myself on the back too much, but that was like probably the best Marine Fortress that I can do on normal mode.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
That was like crazy that I just pulled that off. That was a good one.
Have a good
So Port Blue's the second to last level on the normal
3, 2,
difficulty.
1.
Unfortunately, I missed max power here, so I'm going to be a little bit behind my regular pace, but it shouldn't be a big issue. I can actually catch up if I'm really good. Oh, I forgot, it's normal. Okay, I almost tried to take the hard or expert path. Feel weird, probably lost about a quarter of a second with that mistake. But that's okay. It's all time that I can pretty much make up because I'm pretty sure even on my best run on this level it was pretty bad. Or my best run this level particularly I can't talk. It's like that. So taking every turn pretty tight up against what I'm turning around, and I'm trying to maintain a high speed around everything. D-Mariner, if you've ever played this game and tried to use this guy, he's very hard to turn. He has like the worst steering in the game, but he also has the highest speed in the game, so that's why I'm using him. He's actually not the best on every level, but he's the best by enough on all of the other levels to make up for it more than enough. So you have to use him in championship mode because you can't use more than one character. You're just locked down to one character. And we've passed the 25 mark, you guys. Thanks for coming into the stream tonight. So the story is that I was going to play at SGDQ, and I was going to play this game at it. And I was on the schedule up until a couple of days ago. I had to let Rom Scout know that I couldn't make it because my time off at work didn't get approved. And it wasn't worth the possibility of losing my job by going to SGDQ, so unfortunately I had to cancel my plans, which I'm really bummed about, but the fact that everybody here is showing up tonight is actually making me feel a lot better about it, so thank you guys so much. I'm not taking like donations or anything weird like that, I just appreciate everybody hanging out. So this level, each lap has a different height of tide in the water, so I'm taking the wrong route right now. That's okay. I'm only losing like half a second. So lap 3 has like the low tide. Lap 1 had really high tide, and lap 2 was like in the middle. So this one I have to be really careful because the sand is really close. Oh. Okay, that was actually the best of a bad situation, I would say. Because I was almost going to miss a couple of buoys there, but I kind of like winged it just enough. Alright, so that's the end of normal mode. What's up? What is this? Mods? Where are you at? Where are you at?
You finished first and got
I know, those are the mods. Yeah. What's up, Miss Elf? How's it going, buddy? Twee or Twy, I've never figured out how to say your name, buddy. That's okay, though. We got to add more cancer to the chat to make it more like SGDQ. I see what you're doing. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. Those are mods. I'm mashing. I don't know why I'm mashing. I don't really have to be.
You're the champion! Congratulations!
Congratulations. Thank you. So next up is hard mode, and exactly as it sounds, it's actually kind of difficult, because it's just so much different than expert and normal. So stay tuned. It just gets better from here. Bone Z, what's up? Bone Z is here. He plays wave racing himself.
You get to move up. Wave race.
Wow, really? I would expect Wotus to be here, but apparently he is not. Yeah, let's get 30 people in here, you guys. Like, tweet this out. Let's go. We're in hard mode. We're like 1/4 of the way down.
3, 2, 1.
And we're getting max power. So the buoys are different in hard mode, and sometimes it makes it hard. There's also some new obstacles in the water at times, and I'm not going to pay attention right there. I'm just going to drive into the sand. Obviously not the intended strat, but backup strats are okay at this level. So, buoys are a little bit different. There's actually a wave that's missing on the back half of the course, too, so it helps out a little bit with the time. I actually got a 103 in time trial on this stage after a lot of tries, but it's a really hard time to get. Then actually, recently I got an even better 103 on the expert difficulty, but I could probably improve this one even better. But basically, I'm just taking the turns really close to the sand and trying to get a really straight line going on each straightaway. I don't have to move all that much to get these buoys, so David Mariner's a really good character on this stage. You guys tweeted it, yeah. That's good. Thank you guys.
And got move on to the next.
Did I finish my line? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I had to check it out. So this level on hard, I have an option, and I'm probably going to take it.
2, 1.
And that option is to get one of the buoys that I normally would miss, just so that I can extend my shortcut at the end a little bit. So I'm going to take that right here. I'm going to get this buoy, even though optimally you can do it a little bit faster, lap 1 anyway, without doing that. So that was really close. I actually almost crashed right there, but I got away with it. Lap 2, same as lap 1. I should be very close to where I was on the cycle, except I'm going to purposely miss that because it is a little bit faster, and I've made up enough time, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and trust my instinct here and do the extended shortcut on lap 3. And it looks the exact same as the shortcut that I took on normal, but it is a little bit different. See, so I missed 2 buoys on this shortcut, and I can afford to miss 2 more, so it's exactly right. Should get a 1 110. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. $50 from Link. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Ha ha. Okay. That was good. Good. The announcer sounds like a pedophile. I've never noticed that.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, if I can remember this level correct, this is actually like the hardest version of Drake Lake.
Wow.
Other than Reverse, I think Reverse is probably the hardest. But it's got some really tight turns here, and I go around this. So that's a little bit different. You'll see Expert Mode too, that one's pretty tough.
You're about 5 seconds ahead.
Same rules apply from each, like, Drake Lake. Your turns pretty much have to be really spot on in order to get a really good time. I'm just going to make sure I make it through lap 3 here without choking it. Because I have a special skip here that I do for lap 3 on hard mode only. That was it right there. So a 115 is like, nah, I could have done better kind of thing. So, yeah. 600 Doge coins from Notch. Great run, Shibby. Thank you. I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
So you remember that setup that I just did on Green Fortress to get under the wall on lap 3? I'm going to use that here on lap 1. I'm actually a little bit behind, so I'm not going to go quite all the way out of bounds. Okay, it's not going to work! No! He fell. Okay, so if I miss the wave, even by like a couple of frames, he decides that he doesn't want to do the diving animation, and I'm forced above the water. It's just something that happens, but you know what? I'm going to go for it anyway on expert mode, and I'm going to get it. So I think part of the reason was that I missed the max power, and I should have still gone out of bounds, but I didn't. I went like inbounds, and it didn't want me to do it. But the shortcut's going to open up here anyway, so I'm getting right back into the lead. And then lap 3, same thing as lap 2. I got a new controller over the last mode. It's been really nice for Wave Race especially. I used it for some Goldeneye also. It's probably better for Wave Race than it was for Goldeneye. It's choppy out there, yeah. No, there's no world record this time. Sorry, Bill.
You finished first and got
I can't crash on that trick and still get the world record anymore.
Welcome to
So we're going to take the harder route on this difficulty now.
3, 2, 1.
So this is the first time you see the shortcut route, which becomes really difficult later in the game, especially on reverse. On reverse mode, it's really hard. Okay, so we got through that on lap 1. That's really the hardest part. This is the difficulty that you play time trial on in this level. And you do it with M. Jetter, a different character in this game. And he's really hard to control because he's very touchy. So this level is really hard to get a record on. Time trial. Mods are spamming my chat to make it feel more like SGDQ. Appreciate it, you guys. So, I'm a little bit behind my, like, regular pace on this, but... Oh, lap 3 is actually going to be pretty good, I think. Yeah, that was a really good turn. So there's also a little buoy skip here at the end that we do. Because it's shorter to just go right to the finish line. So 121 is pretty good. $20 from poor kid. Every dollar counts, right? I like Fanta. Gonna have some? Well, unfortunately I don't have any to give. So, no. So I'm gonna show off some tricks on this level. Tricks. There's a trick for you. So what I do there is I'm using the water mechanics to bob up and down, which naturally happens anyway, and I can just kind of control the speed that I do it at so that it lines up with when I want to dive into the water. I hold back on one of the bobs and then I push forward, and back forward is the command to do a dive. I'm going to do one early here just for a little bit of safety because I didn't want to cut it too close to the wall. And remember that not hitting a ramp saves about a second. So doing that still wastes a little bit of time, but not nearly as much as a second. It's more like a quarter of a second if you do it really well. So you end up saving like 3/4 of a second when you do it right, but then when you do it wrong because you're talking about it, it costs about 7 seconds. So obviously this run doesn't end up being a really good example of why you should use it. But it's a really nice trick, especially in time trial, because it saves so much time. Like you could have a time that's pretty bad and then end up with a overall time that's actually really good because you used that trick and saved yourself a whole lot of time. Jimbo. Yeah, Jimbo, I'm sorry, man. I wanted to go.
Welcome to Southern.
I was excited too. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh. So back to Southern Island, where I actually got my max power this time. And the level's pretty hard overall, and you want to make sure, especially not to get behind too much the wave cycle, because once you end up behind, then you're running into all kinds of waves that aren't usually there. So the second thing is, like lap 2, you need to cut really close to the sand on this turn right here. Try not to lose too much speed. Oh, that thing almost clotheslined me. I'm gonna go in between the whatever those big planks that are wooden like walls or whatever they are. And then lap 3 of the last level, pretty much just trying not to touch sand, use straight lines from point A to point B. And then at the end here, I just don't want to touch the sand. But I want to be really close. Okay, that was actually a good one. So good Southern Island. Duck Boys, yeah. So, Akira Coops. Sorry, but thank you for the host. Appreciate that a lot. We're maintaining like 25 viewers, you guys. That's pretty hype, you know. That's like a lot more than regular. A lot more. A lot more than regular or normal, whatever you want to say. I know, I'm all nervous. What? Are you nervous? So, Emma had an interview today for a supervisor position at her job. So, she dressed all nice, she looked pretty. Well, now she worked out, so she put on different clothes and stuff. But here we are at the end of hard mode. I just watch all my awesome times scroll across the screen and you see the one seagull. And you say, wow, look at all those great times. $20 from Dipshit. Hey, SGDQ, Spike, Vegeta. Okay, I can't read anymore. I got a menu. Okay, we're on to expert mode, which is what I was going to play for SGDQ. So it is 10:30, and this would be my SGDQ run right here.
Welcome to Sunday Beach.
This is it, boys. SGDQ.
3, 2, 1.
So I got the max power. That's good. I'm just going to try to sneak into first place right away and then just play the level the way that I usually would.
Everybody is behind you.
So this is a level that I was trying to work on pretty recently, so hopefully I can do really well on it. Anything close to like low 104 is good. Okay, good tight turn at the end of that lap. Let's see. How good can the end be?
6 seconds ahead.
Okay. We're at 104. 104.7. So pretty average. Or I guess like slightly better than average.
You finished first and got
Why does it have to be
on
max
the
power?
net.
Yeah, he has to have his max power.
Welcome to
That's why.
Warm up your engines.
So my engines are warmed up.
3, 2, 1.
Still getting max power. And to play this level optimally, I have to do a modified version of the shortcut.
Everybody's behind. Good. Okay.
And this level is actually one of the more difficult ones, I would say.
Power.
Because the buoys are like so tight together, and the fact that I have to use up all my available misses makes it so that I have to hit every
You're
buoy that I
about
want.
5 seconds ahead. Good night.
So I'm still on pace here. This is good. Doing pretty well. Nothing bad has happened yet. So I do have to remind myself that at the end I have to do the modified shortcut and not the one I did last time. So I just try to skim over those waves there. They're usually the same each lap if I'm about the same pace. Okay, in the modified shortcut, I just go on the inside of this buoy and then go to the finish line. Very low 111. Good. Good run. True SGDQ chat. Yeah,
And
that's
got
fine.
move on to the next.
So we're on to Drake Lake Expert, which this is a level I haven't really had a great track record on. So hopefully I can get it this
3,
time.
2, 1.
Good max power. So each Drake Lake is usually about the same, except for this part right here, and then this part right here, the logs at the end. And there's a cool element in this game about like the way you turn. And you can turn towards something to avoid it at the last second because your jet ski like goes out the other way to do the turn. So if you're about to hit something, you can turn toward it and miss it sometimes. It's really cool. You like pull your jet ski away from the danger. And I think when I get to Drake Lake on reverse, I'll probably end up playing it pretty safe like I did at SRX. Okay, good Drake Lake. 25, or 134 with 26 viewers. Pretty good. You're riding the chat. Yeah.
And got move on to the next.
Welcome to
Alright, so we are on to Marine Fortress, and I said I would get my shortcut, so I have to focus here.
3, 2, 1.
Because the shortcuts on normal went, like, no problem.
Look, everybody behind you. You've been overtaken.
Oh yeah, did it. It's a very hard trick to do. It was so hard to learn at first, but I knew that it needed to be like RTA possible because I'd seen it.
About 6 seconds ahead.
Seen it in time trial, and I was able to do it just enough in time trial. But I knew that there was like going to be a consistent strat to be able to do it. And after a lot of like trying to find out the timing of it and everything, I came up with that strat, and it's very consistent.
You're about 10 seconds ahead.
So definitely saves a lot of time, and it is worth going for. And usually missing that is a reset in a RTA run. So yeah, $10,000 from people against, or people for the equal treatment of animals. Get wrecked. Save animals. Yeah.
Welcome to Port.
Yeah.
Have a good race. 3, 2, 1.
So Port Blue is forces you to take the difficult shortcut on expert mode, and then forces you to take the ramp at the end. So those are the main differences. Oh, do you see how I turned away from the? I turned towards the wall there, and I got away from it when I was like bound to hit it otherwise. So that's what I was talking about. So having a good, consistent run in this game is not easy, because the RNG is like just enough to throw you off just slightly so that you miss whatever it is you're going for. But usually, the bigger waves you can tell where they're going to be because they're like set to the clock on the timer there. Alright, 123, not bad. Maximum power. Yeah, Photon, sorry man.
Move on to the next.
Welcome to Castle.
Let's have a wild.
It is sensitive, but this character is actually not so bad.
2, 1.
Okay, got the shortcut on one lap. I'll see how I'm feeling about the other laps, but I'll leave the option open because I have failed that today. So Twilight City is difficult because of that mostly, but there's mines in the water all over the place, especially on Expert. And that last turn right there is really difficult. So that was a really good skip right there. This is a level that I worked on kind of recently as well. I didn't think that was going to happen there. I got a little bit cocky. Okay, but at least we got that on all 3 laps, so it more than makes up for that.
You're about 8 seconds ahead.
So lap 3, I sometimes get nervous on this level because this last turn is really hard. But we got it. Okay. It was good. Yep. 31 viewers. You guys are like awesome. That's amazing.
You finished.
I gotta remember to get my timer back out at the end of it. at the end of
Welcome
this
to
difficulty. Otherwise, I'll forget.
Who's gonna win? 3, 2, 1.
So Glacier Coast is pretty well agreed upon as the hardest level in the game by the speedrunners.
Everybody is behind you.
It's the hardest one to, like, complete a run without a crash, I would say.
No big deal.
So that miss is intentional so that I don't have to hit the ice ramp. It's really slow to hit the ice ramp, especially because I get my max power back so fast in this level.
Still first. You're about 7 seconds ahead.
Very nice control on the ice turns so far. And that's a really hard thing to do. Like, it's hard to explain, but you have to have your angle perfectly already before you get onto the ice.
Final lap, keep it up.
Okay, I took that one a little bit wide, but I wanted to play it safe.
You're about
And I'm going to miss an extra buoy here just because it saves me a little bit of time.
Don't miss into it.
But it does put me down to 1 miss left, so the ending is really critical.
Maximum power.
So 117 is really good on that also. Very good. This is expert, yeah.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
This is the last level on expert mode. Southern Island.
Good luck. 3, 2, 1.
And of course, it's pretty much my signature move to miss max power on Southern Island. Southern Island's actually a lot bigger than a lot of the other courses, and it has a little bit more lag. So during the countdown, it's a little bit slower, so that throws me off sometimes. I should just be used to it by now, but it always gets me. You can kind of go under waves if you see a, or you can kind of go under buoys if you see a wave going over at the same time. I like to miss that buoy. It's not really faster. It's about the same though, and it's a lot safer. So I definitely choose that to miss that buoy intentionally. It's all about making it a little bit easier for yourself without sacrificing any time. Oh, okay, so it was a little bit sloppy looking, but I made it work. Going under buoys is viable sometimes, especially if you don't have to touch the buoy, because hitting the buoy actually slows you down. But if you don't hit it and you go under it, then you can, like, reduce the angle that you have to take by a lot, so you don't have to. It can end up saving quite a bit of time. You think 1 notch from the left is a good setting for this level on normal? I just always use 1 notch from the left now, Lockwood. I don't know. I just got kind of lazy about that, and I think it doesn't matter enough to make much of a difference. That's within, like, the margin of skill, so you can use whichever setting you want as long as it's, like, usable, I would say. So I gotta remind myself here to hit my timer at the end of the next difficulty. So this is the expert cutscene. You guys should see how many seagulls there are in this one. Look at that trophy.
You're the champion.
I'm the champion, they said.
Congratulations.
At least for right now, until Lockwood, like, buckles down. Look at all those seagulls. There's like 50 of them. Seagull percent. Like, how many seagulls would you guys say are right there? Right there. That's not 1.
Oh, I thought
I haven't said it's 1, because you heard me say that on stream before.
You are a
Asshole. So I went the wrong way there, so I lost a couple of seconds in the menu. Not a big deal. Why do people leave? We're not done yet. We're still on the last difficulty.
Welcome to Sunday Beach.
That's funny.
Getting ready for the first race. 3, 2, 1.
So this is reverse. You play with on every level that you just played on in Expert, except you're playing on reverse with lots of obstacles in the water. It's like a mixture of Expert and hard, but it's played with backwards. It's played backwards on the stage, so I don't have to like drive the jet ski backwards. Like, there's a time when I thought reverse meant like, oh, you have to do the whole thing in reverse. Like, you can't see where you're going, you have to back up and play. And then I realized that I was an idiot, and it's not anything like that. It's actually the hardest difficulty, I think. There's not quite as many tricks, but there's a lot of intentional bit buoy misses, and some really tight patterns that I have to keep to. Oh my gosh! I crashed on Sunny Beach. Not a good sign, boys. Oh well. The buoys can be ruthless because you can hit them a little bit hard and they don't do anything. And you can hit them like just slightly harder than that, and you'll end up off the jet ski like that. Rip. Yeah, reset the whole run.
Welcome to
We're gonna reset, boys. Screw it. Everybody stop watching. Sorry I disappointed you guys.
3, 2, 1.
So the very beginning of this level is hard because these other drivers are kind of jerks. But actually that worked out really well, but it usually doesn't work out quite as well. So hopefully I don't have to deal with them again. We got some really difficult turns on this stage, like this one. Now I'm going to go out of bounds here because it's a lot shorter. I'll take an intentional miss. And then I'm going to try to ramp off of these and get right back into the cycle up here. Get my max power back fairly fast there, so that's why that intentional miss is worth it. That miss isn't worth it. You know what? I'm just going to go this way anyway. What did I hit? Okay. Probably that out of bounds buoy, but whatever. There's no more misses in there, so I chose to take an extra one. See, I told you guys about that turn. It's like really close. I do have to take that turn again right here. So I got it that time. So we're okay. We finished with a decent time. 114. Very low. The Widowmaker. That's what he calls that turn, yeah. Guys, yeah, the cat. He's not bothering me anymore.
Welcome to Milk.
So right away in this level, I need to get away from the crowd. So I'm going to take an intentional miss right away.
3, 2, 1.
And I didn't get max power anyway, so screw it.
Okay, no big deal. Okay.
And then there's an intentional miss that I'll do here on each of the laps, because this part is really hard without it. And I just get max power back right here anyway. So it doesn't cost very much time at all. It's very safe. Rinse and repeat for this. Just don't hit any of the logs. I'm going a lot faster this time.
Seconds ahead. Don't miss any more. Good.
And that was good. Just one more lap here.
Maximum power.
And I should get a 113 or a low 114.
Final lap. Keep it up. Well, you're about 12 seconds ahead.
Okay, that turn was really close.
Maximum power.
Pretty good. Not bad. $245 from Deadpool. This guy remembered his brown pants.
And got move on to the
$35 from Announcer Guy.
Welcome
No
to
problem.
Marine.
What? So Marine Fortress, I'm not going to go under the door this time. It's definitely not worth it in RTA.
1.
I'm gonna miss max power here too, although it's like the longest time until a buoy, so I don't get max power for a while in this level.
Not bad. Don't go that way. Maximum power.
This level is all about the straight lines.
Don't go that way.
Getting a good line on each side is really important. And I can take the shortcut on lap 2 and 3. It's scary because it just opens up right at the end and you don't see it opening up until it's there.
Get back in the way. No problem.
Oh, very close. That was a good lap, though. And then these misses that I'm getting are all intentional, and I've tested these routes. It's definitely the fastest way to do this level. Even with a really optimal run, if I don't take these misses and take this lap this way out of bounds, I end up like... after 3 laps, I end up like 4 seconds behind, so definitely not good. But 116 is pretty good for not getting a max power at the beginning. Pretty good. So we are halfway done with the last difficulty. This is probably one of the hardest levels in the game.
3, 2, 1.
I would explain, but you'll just see what I mean.
Look, everybody is behind you.
That turn especially right there. So I'm trying to keep myself like in the water also. I use the B button. Oh, crud. The B button, like, if I mash it, it will keep my jet ski a little bit leveled out in the water and not bounce around so much. Okay, so lap 2 wasn't as clean as lap 1. But we can still have a good run overall here.
You're about 9 seconds ahead.
That was pretty good. That could have been better, but whatever. We'll just keep the straight line to the end. Actually, I probably lost about a half second without the max power at the end, but that's okay. 123 is not too bad for having like a little crash there.
Move on to the next.
So Twilight City Reverse. I know I just said that Port Blue Reverse was one of the hardest levels in the game, and I said that Glacier Coast was the hardest level in the game.
3, 2, 1.
This might actually be the hardest level in the game. And it's the longest level in the game.
Wow, you left everybody behind.
So on the first lap, I obey most of the buoys, but then I miss a bunch of them intentionally throughout the rest of the course. Lap 1, I pretty much just am saving up my misses for later. Like I'm going to miss 2 buoys on each of the next 2 laps. One right there, and one right here. And if you're wondering if it's really faster, the answer is yes. I've tested it.
Okay. Maximum power.
This is a really dangerous part right here. Oh, see, I almost thought I was gonna die there. Die. Actually be dead.
Okay.
So now it's a little bit dangerous because I don't have any more misses left if I miss one, which I fail to run. So can't miss right here.
Maximum power. You've got a commanding lead.
Okay, but we did it, so we didn't get any misses here. There we go. There we go. This is better than an actual marathon run. Where's the donate button? Thanks, Jimbo. You're awesome, dude. Appreciate it.
Welcome to
So another level that's really hard on expert, but not actually as hard on reverse. Partially because of the routing that I've kind of come up with here. Okay, not very clean, but I didn't miss, so that was good. So I'm going to intentionally miss right here, though. I don't need to go all the way over there where it's all icy and slower. I'll just do my thing over on the other side and miss that buoy. And I'll do it again on this next lap. Hopefully this icy moguls part will be a little bit cleaner. Much better, okay. That's what lap 1 was kind of supposed to look like. Embarrassed it didn't quite like that, but that's okay. The ice turn coming back on reverse isn't as hard as on expert. So I'm going to be missing this one intentionally this time. That turn is actually really hard to do because it's completely blind. You cannot see where you're turning to. And to add some difficulty to that, the miss power down icons are flashing on the screen too, so you can't see anything. We're just going to finish off this level with like a respectable 124. Pretty good. Playman is in the house, you guys. What's up?
You finished
What is
first
up?
and got move on to the next.
Last level of the entire run, you guys. Thank you for coming along and going through this whole run with me. This is hype.
3, 2, 1.
So, as usual, the very last level of the run, I will miss max power. Not intentionally, but just because I'm a noob. A scrub. A fraud. So this level is just all about not crashing. I've convinced myself that there's really nothing that difficult about this level as long as you're on pace. But as soon as you fall behind, good luck. It's a free-for-all back there. But I'm just trying to keep maximum speeds going down these straightaways. Stay in the water using the B button. Try not to run into buoys like that. Try not to touch the sand, especially coming up here on lap 3 when the water is really low.
You're about 10 seconds ahead.
Oh, nice. Good finish. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like 52, 20, or 25. 23. I'll say that was probably like 24. I might have hit the button a little bit early.
You finished first and got
52,
7 points.
23, or 52, 24. Yeah, we're in the red because the world record is 51:58. But I did that run too, so it's not really red, is it? Come on. But that was Wave Race 64, 100%. And everybody, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to, you should follow me because I play this game all the time on my stream. I'm doing a special project with the game right now. Actually, I'm not streaming a lot right now because I'm doing something special. So I'm working on something off stream for my buddies who put together Speedrunning Expo. Which, by the way, check out Speedrunning Expo at twitch.tv/SpeedrunningExpo, one word. And check out Team ECS. These guys are all good at a bunch of different games and really just a blast to hang out with and go check out their streams. They're in this chat actually. Midnight Vesper, Makoge 2042. Let's see, who else is in there? Stealin' Bread is in there. Stun Coyote. Yeah, all those guys. And then I hope I can make it into SGDQ also, but I basically have learned that I need to ask for time off like a year in advance in order to get it off. So. Well, yeah, I'm just mad. But yeah, Speedrunning Expo is putting together a marathon as well in the fall called SRX Fall. And I forgot what days that is on. Midnight Vesper, would you remind me in the chat what days that is on? It's going to be on the Twitch channel Speedrunning Expo, which you guys should all follow, and you should follow me. The button is like, actually, no, it's in that corner down, all the way down there. So, yeah, it's September 25th through the 27th. That's the days that it is. So, and I don't have to get work off for that. I'll just schedule my run sometime when I'm not working, like when I'm not working right now. So, I'd love to have more viewers when I stream on a regular basis. So, if anybody wants to follow the channel, I'll definitely do runs for you guys on a more regular basis. So, a 52:23 was exceptional for tonight's run. I'm pretty happy with that. XSR. Oh, cat attack. Yeah. And people are saying, Emma, hey Emma.
Hi. Sex.
Sex. Emma's on the screen. Sex.
No.
Grill. Yeah. This is my lovely lady, Emma. Some people call her Mrs. Shibby or Miss Shibby.
Mrs. would imply that
We're married. Yeah, she's Miss Shibby, not Mrs. But yeah, check out all my fast times. Check out all my skills, you guys. This is Sunny Beach at the 103.37. Lockwood's probably going to beat that tomorrow. And then Sunset Bay, 105.3. Drake Lake, we're not going to talk about that one because it's not the best ever. Marine Fortress, 108.8. It's 2 second untied. 2 second untied. Oh, wait. This is still Marine Fortress, and this is reverse. 111 is a 4 second untied. Not lying. I don't play stunt mode, so you don't see anything over here. This is Port Blue. That's a pretty good time on Port Blue. A pretty good time on Twilight City. Another pretty good time here on this. Now this is a real SGDQ chat because they're going crazy. They like you. Hit up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
But those are my times, you guys. SXR. See you at SXR. SRX. From September 25th to September 27th, which I think is the weekend after we go. Work at, right? So that'll work for me. That works really well. Even if it didn't, I would just be like, I'm just going to stream from the hotel then. For my portion. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the run tonight. Appreciate having like 30 viewers. It was cool. But anyway, peace out.